And another thing I'll tell you though is on that idea of stepping on events. Okay, being that it is a competitive sport, even promoters trying to promote should be competitively based. In my mind, I'd love to see more competitors staging the same event on the same day. And let's make it where people choose, because it's gonna, as a promoter,
Mhm.
it's gonna help you understand that you're not doing something right if you find that you set an event and somebody else sets an event and nobody wants to come to your thing. It allows you to now go back in and figure out, what am I doing here that's not drawing in the people. um, I really think that overall participation is worth more than if the who's who showed up to the event, because that can get kind of twisted around in the wrong way too. If someone says that, oh, well, my event's the premier event because so and so and so and so lifts in it. Well, okay, if it's that might be true, but is it 7 or 8 people coming out, or is it 30? I remember, shit, what did I do? Is that okay? There we go.
Yeah, you're still good. Yeah.
A year, no, it would have been like 3 years now. Okay, man, I'm not gonna remember the name. So if you know who I'm talking about, we'll just do a little edit later for him, okay? Some guy in, I think, Boston had kind of got it in his mind that he just wanted to do a grip contest. And he threw one together, and he had like 40 fucking people come out to his first contest. Like
Huh.
his score sheet had 40 people on it. Now, you know what? Somebody could tell me all the things they thought didn't go perfectly that day. I don't want to hear none of that shit. That guy somehow decided, I'm going to do this, put 40 people in the room. You tell me that he's a bad promoter. Come on now, right?
Yeah.
The aim, it's like we're talking about, man. It just, there's a lot of times that when we look at little situations that are coming up and how do we grow this thing or how do we stabilize it or whatever, the answer every time needs to begin with more people, more lifters, period, coming in. Um, More people just getting an opportunity to try it, see if they like it. That's one of the advantages. Hey man, if we're into powerlifting, the downside is if somebody just doesn't like to squat and doesn't like to bench and doesn't like to deadlift, we don't get them at all.
Yeah.
We're in a situation where we have so many events, so many scoring formats, so many ways that the contest could be run. Um, we could have a kind of a growth, a kind of appeal that the CrossFit community was able to tap into. Those people who want to compete, but maybe they don't necessarily like doing the exact same thing all the time. Because some people they want to see different. I can't think of another lifting sport where there is more, shit to try out, with every one of them being legitimately a little bit different enough where, yeah, the numbers will be different. I mean,
Yeah.
how many spinny handles are on the market right now? 40, 50? And
I
realistically,
was gonna say too many, but no, there could never be too many. But yeah.
I couldn't list them if you put a gun on my face. But what I do know is we could either say that that's bad because people are trying to get all locked in on one record being the one record to rule them all,
Mhm.
or you could just say, well, cool. That means that if this guy over here has got a grip genie handle, he's set to go for a contest, and if that guy over there has uh, a crusher, then he's ready. Like I would like to see, for the people who are the people who claim they want to see more people play the sport, we'll set it up so more people could play. And don't handcuff yourself to things that aren't helping you in your area. Like, I know, to me, one of the things I've heard from so many promoters, it came down to them looking at little things like sanctions. Okay, when does a sanction matter? A sanction matters when you have lifters showing up that have so seriously prepared that there really is going to be some shakeups to leaderboards and weight classes and things like that. I agree, sanctions matter. And yes, it should be money paid, because at the end of the day, some other person is going to take your fucking score sheet and they're going to either data input it somewhere or store it for you somewhere. There's some kind of work goes in there, and somebody should be getting paid on that. I agree. But for brand new people, that is a dumbass obstacle to put in front of yourself. If you're a guy and you've got a local gym that you lift at and you'd like to get 8 or 9 people to come on out and just lift with you, don't get wrapped up in if it's going to be a sanctioned contest with this person or that person, or if you have all the equipment for this or that. Like, you motherfuckers aren't going to be setting a world record. So just get out there and do the lift and have some fun and see if the people even like doing it. I'll tell you right now, there's a whole bunch of people I know that if they step by my house, so we go in a garage, there's always shit loaded on the floor. Never had a man come to the shop that didn't want to try to pick something up. But on the flip end, if I said, hey, here's the deal, we're going to do a contest on Saturday. I need you to be in here to weigh in no later than 10. We're going to start lifting at 11. And he says, okay, cool. When are we going to be done? It's like, I don't know, 3, 4. Man, there's people that they're not trying to do that. And that's fine. Yeah. People who want to see promotion happen more, just then promote shit and figure it out, and don't make it so complicated in the beginning that you create this mountain of work to do. And when all you really need to do day one is just get a contest done.